Buy new 500? That's all it costs an Australian veteran to get indefinite residency in the Philippines in 2026. Not $10,000, not $20,000, not $30,000. There is a military-only SRRV tier almost nobody talks about. And if you've served at least 2 years and have an honourable discharge, you qualify. And the crazy part, it covers your spouse too, and the deposit stays in your account. I'll show you exactly how it works. I'm Steve. 5 years military service, 20 years in corporate operations, made redundant at 57. My partner works for a company with a satellite office in Clark Freeport, and when we started mapping out what life could look like outside Australia while the content business ramps up, the Philippines stopped being a destination and started being a plan. Here's the part nobody says out loud. If you're 50 plus and just got made redundant, your super probably isn't where it needs to be to retire comfortably in Australia at 67. The math doesn't work, the timeline doesn't work, and the content business takes 12 to 24 months to generate real income. This is where the SRRV solves a very specific problem and why the military tier is a completely different category. Most people think the SRRV costs $10, $20, even $50,000. But the military courtesy tier drops the deposit to $1,500 for you, your spouse, and up to 2 dependents. And it's a deposit, not a fee. You keep it. Here's the fast breakdown. The standard SRRV Classic for people over 50 requires a $10,000 to $20,000 deposit. If you're 35 to 49, it jumps to $50,000. But the military courtesy tier, $1,500. Application fees are $1,500 for the main applicant and $300 per dependent. So total all in for a couple is around $6,000 to $8,000 Australian dollars. And here's where it gets interesting. The deposit is only one part of the story. Here's how it actually works. Step 1, prepare your documents in Australia. You need your honourable discharge certificate or service record apostilled by DFAT. Turnaround is usually 10 to 15 business days. Step 2, enter the Philippines on a standard 30-day tourist visa. Step 3, wire your $1,500 deposit to the designated bank the PRA assigns you. The deposit sits in your name. Step 4, submit your application at the PRA office, Makati or a satellite office. Step 5, processing takes around 10 working days. Then you get your SRRV sticker, indefinite stay, multiple entry, no visa runs, no renewals. But here's the part every SRRV guide skips, and it matters. SRRV gives you residency. It does not give you work rights. To work legally for a Philippine employer, you need an AEP, an Alien Employment Permit, issued by the Department of Labor and Employment. Your employer applies for it, proves the role can't be filled by a Filipino national, and sponsors the permit. Processing takes 2 to 4 weeks. This is where Clark Freeport becomes the cheat code. Clark has a dense concentration of foreign companies, logistics, aviation, manufacturing, BPO, all already set up to sponsor AEPs. If your partner's employer operates out of Clark, you've basically got a built-in pathway. And if your income is foreign sourced, YouTube, digital products, affiliate revenue, most SRRV holders operate without an AEP because the income originates outside the Philippines. If you're earning from local clients or employed by a Philippine entity, you need the AEP and a tax identification number. Now the hidden costs, the traps that catch people out. First, currency risk. Your $1,500 deposit sits in a peso account. Peso-dollar movement affects the Australian dollar value of your funds. Not a deal breaker, but something to factor in. Second, health insurance. PhilHealth is included with SRRV, but the coverage ceiling is low. You need an international top-up, Safety Wing, Cigna Global, Allianz Care. Third, AEP costs if you work locally. Fourth, the annual SRRV reporting fee. Small, but required. If you got the here, hit the like, tap the subscribe and tap the bell. Drop your age and years of service in the comments, and I'll help you out with working out your SRRV tier, classic, courtesy, or whether you qualify for the $1,500 military rate. Next week, we launch an exciting pivot. We are hoping you don't want to miss that. Until then, cheers from the armchair. Stay frosty. If you liked and or found this video useful, please hit the like and subscribe and gently ring that bell. If you would like any videos covered, drop us a line.